Good afternoon, few minutes to midday, everybody. I've come inside. I can't hack it. I've shut the curtains, bit of shade, got the windows open, bit of breeze, and I'm in the cave, in the back cave area of our house. The sun's out the back at the minute. It starts at the front, it finishes over the back. So I'm at the very far front of the house, taking a bit of shade. Rubbish night's sleep last night because just too hot. Neve and her cousin Alicia both had their prom last night, and I believe they got in about half past 12 midnight. They got in last night. And I looked at the temperature gauge in my house and it said 27, and I actually thought, who's put the heating on? Because it's never normally up that high, is it? It's never normally anywhere close to that high. But yeah, half past midnight, and the temperature gauge said it was in its 27s. Crazy. No wonder I had a rubbish night's sleep. Hopefully you managed a bit better than I. Maddie, afternoon, Sandy, Vivian, Paul, good to have you all in. Yes, so that's what happened last night. They looked beautiful, the girls did. I did put a couple of pictures on the welcome message, so if you're not sure what I'm talking about, have a little look at Neve and her cousin Alicia in their prom wear. Some very, very, very high shoes that will definitely leave your calves in a very shortened position, needing some developmental stretch. Literally tiptoeing all night in them. I said, oh, give you 4 minutes on them. Give you 4 minutes. And what we did was, when we dropped them off, Bob and I, my husband, we took their Crocs out of the car and we hid them just behind a plant pot so that they could go and get them later. So walking into the prom with the Crocs in their hands didn't spoil the look of their outfit. Anyway, afternoon, Chris. Welcome along, everybody. Whether you're here on the live or here on the catch-up, this is where you'll get your noontime moves from. A selection of moves to lift, lengthen, extend and strengthen the muscles in your back for much uprightedness through your posture, and for any achy breaky backs, a bit of strength to put into and around your back. Afternoon, Carolyn. Right, it's 12 noon. Here we go with a 3, 2, 1. Afternoon, welcome. You're with me, Kelsey Leverton, for today's 12 noon. Beck should be with you for the 4 p.m. later, if I've got my schedule right in my head. And today, it's Tuesday. I'm going to go for the 24th, unless anyone can correct me. Your messages aren't coming through yet. I'm going to go for the 24th-ish. It's definitely June. It's definitely 2024. Come on. Let me just move that out of the way a little bit. Okay, dokie. Right, I'm barefooted today. The fewer amount of items of clothing on, the better, I think, and the looser the better as well. So let's stand tall. Let's just take a moment here to lift the chest, increase the space here between your ribs and your hips. Try and keep your bottom tucked under so that you're not kind of leaning forwards into your external support. So bottom tucked under, legs long and straight, feeling tall. And that's sitting as well, sitting tall. The foot pedals can come in, loosening the ankles. You'll probably notice as you get warmed up, you might be able to move your ankles a bit better, increasing the range of movement, also increasing a little bit of body temperature as well. Perhaps not that we need it so much. Here's your seated prompts, your hip walks. Kind of take you into a bit of a leg march there anyway. By all means, start or go back to foot pedals. Sometimes the leg marches can squish the hips a little bit. Try and keep tall. Oh, there's a nice bit of breeze, look, coming through the curtains. Sit tall and feel the chest open. Shoulders back. All of those small tweaks of posture at regular intervals embed better habits for posture. Let's get the arms in. Elbow bent makes it easier for your arm to move. Now, if moving arms and legs together is a bit complexified, or you find that you're not getting so much quality out of the arm movements because your legs are in, then you can take a pause and just focus on the top half all on its own. Elbows bent, feel the elbows past the body and point and poke out behind you there. If you want to bring the legs in again, you may feel better stopping the arms and then building them back in again. You can use external support as much or as little as you like through the Circ Boost. Feeling a bit warmer by now, hopefully, and just breathing a little deeper. Certainly nowhere near the out of puffness that you can experience doing some stuff in and around your day-to-day activities. There we go, just take a pause there. Bit of a deep breath. Oh, bit of an extra breeze there. Keep that coming, that feels quite nice. Okay, we're going to go into start with a little bit of mobility for your back. We do this in the 8 AM. We're going to do this in seated and then progress it on to, using the same movement, a strengthener for your back. Now, if you've got a stretchy band, you can use that. I'm just going to grab mine from down here. If you've got a tea towel, you can use your tea towel as well, and I'll show you how to use that in a moment. For the mobility part first, we do these in the 8 AM. We're just going to recap and rehearse what we do in the 8 AM. So maybe have your hands resting on your thighs, have a slump, and then sit tall. Shoulders back, chin tuck in. Try not to lose your head and your eyes up to the ceiling. Keep your chin down and eyes level. Lift up tall. Feel a bit taller in your trunk, longer in the spine. And then just take your shoulders back slightly so that you feel your back arching. And then come out of it. Not a massive move, but a significant move. Great for upright posture, as it takes us up into that best posture position, and then it takes us into a small loosening back bend, which is good for the blocks of your spine. You'll feel open in the chest and longer, much longer in the trunk. A few of those. And then take a pause. Now we're going to use that same lifting, lengthening, back extending position, but either with a band or with a tea towel. Here's how the band version works. Get the band underneath your feet. We're going to use a bit of the stretchiness of the band here. Try not to wrap anything that you do with the band, try not to wrap it around your hands, because the hands can't breathe there then. They get a bit squished, squashed and maybe uncomfortable across the knuckles. I've got my thumbs up my palms facing my legs, and there's my best posture. Shoulders are slotted down, the back starts to arch into your back extension, and your hands pull up slightly, but it's not a pull up like that or like that, else that's all shoulders and front of arms. Arms actually don't move. What you get is a lift from the extension of your spine, and the back muscles start to work. Now, if you've got a band, you've got your feet on top of it and holding it like so. But if you've got a tea towel, take an overhand grip and just put a little bit of tension into your tea towel. And you're going to do the same there. Now you can see I'm not lifting my arms or bending the elbows. The arms stay straight. Here's my best posture. There's the shoulders going back and the back arching. And it's that movement that lifts the arms away from your knees. Probably only about that much. Okay. Try again. Squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. You're moving through your back extension, your arch position in one unit. There's no other joints moving, just the spine. And this will catch you around the lower part of your mid-back and into the lower part of your back. Lifting, lengthening. There we go, right there. Okay, take a pause there. Have a bit of a switch off and have a bit of a slump. Now, the next thing we're going to do is an abdominal brace position. It's not one of these brace positions that you have to do on the aeroplane. It's a very discreet, strength-based move that you can do anywhere, anytime. Nobody knows that you're doing it, so you could crowbar this in at multiple opportunities throughout the day. A good one that I mentioned to my class the other day is you're out driving, you're a passenger, you're on the bus, you're wherever, traffic lights. Whenever you stop at a traffic lights, do a few of these. So you can sit tall, or you can take up a bit more of a supported position in your chair. I'm just going to stay here and sit tall. The belly button, you'll feel your waistband of your trousers, maybe across or around your belly button area. Have a go at sucking the belly in, but without the breathing in. So it's a draw in of the belly button towards your backbone. Imagine that's just being pulled towards. So you're bracing your tummy muscles, holding and able to breathe. It's not so strong that you're holding your breath. Now, have a little poke around there. Okay, it doesn't feel so tight. Now sit tall, pull the belly button in, brace those muscles, and now have a prod around. There might still be a little bit of jiggly bit there that you can feel, but beyond the jiggly bit, you'll feel tenser, tighter muscles, working muscles. You might even feel a bit of an ache into here. You might feel a bit of pulling in around the cylinder of your trunk, so into the sides, into the waist. And some of you might feel a bit of pulling in around the back area too. This is a wraparound muscle. The corset strings being pulled, bringing us in and bringing us up, bringing us taller and tighter and more stable and strong in the trunk. Pull in, relax, relax. You can do this anywhere, whether you're lying down, whether you're stood up, whether you're walking, sitting down, anywhere you can do this move. pulling in the belly button. And those of you who do Pilates may be doing this in sessions and in the exercises you do in Pilates as well. Can you feel that working? I hope you can. Oh, there we go. Right, the last thing that we're going to do, you can come into standing if you feel like you've been sat for too long. So you can power up into standing, get your tea towel or your band. We're going to do an upper back strengthener. If you are in standing, have your feet a distance apart so you broaden your base of support. You can feel strong. You hopefully don't need your external support. If you do, you might be best sitting down. And here's the movement. You've got palms up, elbows bent, tucked into your side. Level of your forearms is about level of your waistband. So pull the hands a bit wider, slide the elbows in and squeeze the shoulder blades together. This is your upper back strengthener. Great for posture. Great for all of those muscles that help us extend our posture. Keep our back strong, our core, our centre strong, so that we can move better. Our balance, our centre of gravity is better if we're more upright as well than if we were to be leaning forwards in whatever position. Pull, elbows back and squeeze. Now, done with the tea towel, you're not going to get that pull, but you can get the feel of the pull. Your tea towel probably hasn't got much stretch to it or elasticity to it, so you will just be, there's Rommel, you will just be feeling the pull rather than seeing the hands go wider. So a good bunch of strength-based moves today in this movement snack, addressing upright posture, back strength, back mobility and healthy muscles and movements available at your spine area and your upper back muscles too. There we go. And with strength-based stuff, as you get towards the last three, should feel quite hard. So if those felt easy, we need to think about how that can be made a bit more strenuous for you. And that might be doubling the band if you've got a band. It might be bringing your hands a little bit closer and trying to pull a bit wider, or it might be that you include a hold, a freeze, a hold of around 5 seconds maximum, and that gives you greater time with your muscles under tension. Just that. There we go. All right, everyone. There's your selection of moves for today. Sandy, that was especially for you. So I hope you got along okay with those. Start small, think big. There we go. Oh my goodness, George, is it raining in Cruden Bay? Garden all love it, yes. Oh, your messages are all like throwing themselves through now. Okay, everyone, thanks. Thanks for your messages. I'll give them a quick read in a minute. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks. The girls did have a fabulous time last night. And they didn't half look gorgeous, eh? All of them did. Growing up, hey? Okay, everyone, I'll leave you to your afternoon. Have a good one. Ta for now.